I'm David Sickey, a member of the Tribal Council of the Coushatta Tribe of Louisiana. I took office in June 2003. As Chairman Sickey has noted, I was not in office when Mr. Abramoff and Mr. Scanlon were hired, and I did not participate in the decisions by the Tribal Council to authorize their projects or pay them. I would respectfully submit that it will not aid the committee's efforts for me to speculate about the events at issue. My brief comments today will therefore be limited to certain facts established by the documents we have seen. As you are aware, many of the documents reviewed by this committee were not available to us. However, my observations today are also based on information provided by your staff, for which we are grateful. My intention is to provide a broad overview of the environment in which this fraud was committed. As your investigation must have revealed, while the scheme of Mr. Abramoff and Mr. Scanlon was reprehensible, it was also very clever and well-timed. Like Chairman Sickey, I should note that our tribe is currently involved in litigation about these lobbying activities, so I am limited in what I can say today. I've attempted to organize my observations in chronological order because the way that this scheme evolved over time was critical to its success. Mr. Abramoff was hired in March 2001. The tribe entered a contract with his firm Greenberg Traurig to provide lobbying services related to our tribe's compact negotiation and important regional gaming issues. According to the contract, Greenberg Traurig was to receive $125,000 a month plus reasonable expenses. The contract did not mention Mr. Scanlon nor any of the entities that he used to charge the tribe an additional $30 million. During the first 6 months or so of the lobbyist's employment, they appeared to deliver on their promises, and so the lobbying costs appeared justified. During that initial period, the tribe paid roughly $3.5 million for assistance with our tribal compact, which was successfully negotiated and to achieve several legislative objectives. I say that they appeared to deliver on their promises because it is difficult to assess how much impact the lobbyists actually had in accomplishing these tribal objectives. Of course, they took credit for everything. If it had ended at that point around September of 2001, then this would be nothing more than another story about high-priced lobbyists taking credit for results that they may or may not have influenced. But it did not stop there. They leveraged their initial success as a platform for fraud, and by the spring of 2002 had extracted another $17 million from our tribe. By the time it was over in 2004, the tribe had spent approximately $36 million. Ironically, as the scheme progressed and the bills and rhetoric increased, the lobbyists' actual work for the tribe clearly decreased. The Texas threat. On October 5th, 2001, the tribe paid $870,000 to Mr. Scanlon's company, Capital Campaign Strategies, to create a, quote, grassroots political structure in Texas. Mr. Abramoff and Mr. Scanlon were insistent that Texas was on the verge of legalizing gambling and that this would devastate the Coushatta casino. The majority of our casino customers travel from Texas, particularly the Houston area, and we have long understood that legalized gambling in Texas would erode our customer base and our casino revenues. Recognizing this potential threat and our fear of the consequences, the lobbyists claimed to have critical influence with the Texas officials who could defeat Texas gambling. This appears to be the starting point for their most egregious exaggerations and fabrications. This also appears to be the time frame when they committed to gouging the tribe for as much money as they could and to say or do anything that was necessary to prolong the payout. The $1 million payment funneled to one of Abramoff's causes. On October 30th, 2001, the tribe paid $3.17 million for the, quote, Louisiana program. This payment marks a high point in the lobbyists' creative billing. They split the bill by requesting that $2.17 million be sent to Capital Campaign Strategies and $1 million to Greenberg Traurig. According to information shared by the staff, The $1 million payment to Greenberg Traurig was not for any services provided by the firm. Instead, this $1 million payment was used to pump the firm's reported lobbying revenues, thereby maintaining Greenberg Traurig's public status as one of the top 10 providers of legal and lobbying services to Native American tribes. Emails involving Mr. Abramoff, Mr. Scanlon, and others at Greenberg Traurig revealed that this $1 million payment was funneled through the firm and then used to finance one of Mr. Abramoff's favorite causes. The suspect nature and purpose of this payment structure is reflected in an email from Mr. Scanlon to the tribe's former attorney, dated October 25, 2001, where he writes, quote, "We broke this into two invoices, one to be paid to Greenberg Traurig for $1 million and one paid to Capital Campaign Strategies, GT's public affairs entity, for the balance. We usually just invoice you through Capital Campaign Strategies so the lawyers at the firm rest easy while we are out burning the countryside. In this instance, however, we plan to do the same to do some things through the law firm umbrella due to their highly sensitive nature and confidentiality reasons. I hate hiding behind lawyers, but we are going to do some crazy stuff on this one, so I guess it's okay," end quote.